Hi, I got this guitar a couple of months ago. Gibson Gary Moore edition BFG Les Paul. So BFG stands for barely finished guitar, and it's an unusual guitar. I absolutely love some aspects of it, and I'm not certain about others. But yeah, it's an unusual guitar. The fact it's not finished properly. Anyway, it's got the most amazing P90 in the neck. It's got a really good sounding humbucker in the bridge as well, but the P90 in the neck is just brilliant. It's one of the best pickups I've had on a guitar. And it's inspired me to get this more recently. And this is a Gibson Les Paul Special 2P90. In terms of the years, this one I think is 2009. Yeah, 2009. This one's a 2023 model, so it's quite new, this one. And this made me want to get a guitar with two P90s on. I've had other guitars with two P90s on, but I've never had a Gibson with two P90s, and I think there's something about Gibson P90s that just sound amazing. So, inspired me to get that. And I've been playing this one for a few days, and I haven't had this one out of the case since this yellow one arrived. So I've just taken it out now, and I'm going to plug them in, and I really want to see if the neck P90 on this sounds as good as this BFG. If it does, then the BFG might end up being sold, because it's an amazing guitar, but I do like the two P90s thing. If it doesn't sound as good as the BFG one, then I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll get rid of this. Don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll keep both of them. But yes, I'm going to plug them in, compare the sounds, mainly of the neck pickup, but just for my own sake, really, I'm going to also compare the bridge pickup sounds. Yeah, one's a P90, one's a humbucker, so they're not going to sound the same, but I'd quite like to hear the differences. Maybe you'd like to as well. So I'm going to do that now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Which one sounds best? I've got no idea because I haven't plugged them both in together yet. But which one do you think sounds best? Which one would you keep if it was up to you? Okay, thanks. Okay, so that was my first go at plugging these two in. Now I haven't listened back to it, but I was hearing it through the headphones as I was recording it. And what do I think? Well, I think probably the BFG sounds better overall, actually, which is a bit disappointing because this is the new one and I really wanted this to come out top, so I can think, right, I've moved on from the BFG, go with this one, and I like the look of this one. Actually, I love the look of the BFG as well. But yeah, I think the BFG probably sounds better. I think the Humbucker and P90 combination is brilliant. That's a really good feature that guitar has got. In terms of playability, these particular guitars, the BFG plays better, but that's because I've had it for longer. I've set it up, or spent more time setting it up than this one. It's more played in. The fingerboard on this one still needs oiling from, I mean, wasn't a brand new guitar for me, but I don't think it's been played, so it's got that kind of dry fingerboard, which isn't very nice. So I need to oil it, I need to restring it, and I need to set it up a bit more. So it plays well, but it doesn't play as well as that BFG. So I think that had an unfair advantage there. But I much prefer the feel of this one in terms of the finish. You know, it's not a really glossy finish, but it's just a standard kind of Gibson sort of finish. And the BFG, I can't quite get used to the unfinished thing on that. They're a unique kind of guitar. I mean, I've never seen other guitars like this. I think they look amazing, and that finish is really nice to look at, but it's a bit strange to play. I think I prefer this one. I'm really into lightweight guitars. Even though these are both Les Pauls, they're both really light. I think the BFG is actually slightly lighter on the scales, but weirdly, when you're holding it, this one somehow feels lighter. It feels smaller. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is, but I don't think these are actually smaller. Maybe they might be narrower there actually, but or shallower there, I should say. But yeah, it just feels more manageable, and it feels cheaper as well, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The BFG, I feel like I need to look after that a little bit. It's a bit more of a collectible guitar. Maybe it's to do with that. This one, I know I could just get another one. If I drop this and it broke, I can get another one. It'll probably be the same. These are great guitars. I'm really pleased with this. But yeah, my conclusion, not much of a conclusion really, but I think the BFG probably does sound better. Let me know what you think. I may have a different opinion when I listen back to what I've just recorded, but let me know what you think in the comments. Which one would you keep? And yeah, I would imagine one of these will be going. I probably won't keep both of these. I suspect I'll keep this one, because even though I think the BFG sounded better, I could tweak the settings that I was using to make this one sound more like how that one did, I think. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do another more in-depth test at some point. Let me know what you think. Okay, thanks.